One thing I don't recommend is, when we start up our business, we get very, very excited and we think that we're invincible and we just want to sell everywhere. And when I started up, I sold into America and into South Africa almost simultaneously. I'm only one person. Go slow. Don't get too excited. Start in the country that you're at. Make your mistakes, understand the business, get the product to be to be right, and then do your expansion. That is such, I give everyone a piece of that advice, and it was so unfortunate because I lost my account in America because my warehousing, I didn't know about warehousing, and then I had to be in South Africa because I had the launch, so I couldn't go to America and to deal with that. And then that fell apart, and Nordstrom's came to me and said, you know what, Cap, you got a great product, but you got to get it together and then come back to us. Fair enough. And then in South Africa, then I couldn't really facilitate the sales over here because I had to be in South Africa, because when you launch, you have to spend time there. You have to understand that market. You have to understand that currency. You have to understand how to work with those kind of, with different kinds of people and different cultures. So I'd say go slow and learn. Learn, understand, perfect your product, and then do your expansion. Now I'm 4 years into my game. I'm 4 years into By Caprice lingerie. Now I'm ready to expand properly. That's 4 years after I started. I first launched obviously UK, and then I have the smaller clients in Scandinavia. It wasn't a big launch. Now I'm looking to do a big launch with one of the majors. So that was easy to facilitate, just a few independents out there. I went into South Africa through a major called Edgar's, and then in America I went through a major called Nordstrom's. It was a disaster, You need to walk before you run, for God's sakes. I just opened up my company here, and here I am expanding to some of the biggest department stores, in that territory. Stupid. I didn't know what I was doing, So now I look back in retrospect, it was, it was a valuable lesson. I still have the relationships there. I'm having a meeting with Nordstrom's again. And South Africa, I'll get there. That's a whole other animal. So I'll get down there again, though. It was a good market, but I just need to do it differently. I need to get a ground person there for sure. And I need to understand that they work a lot differently there. Different currencies, different cultures, different target markets, possibly. My bras in South Africa, they like it to be more everyday with a bit of a fashion twist, and their breasts are absolutely ginormous there. So now that I have the larger sizes, that's going to be a big hit there. The A's and the B's and the C's weren't such a big hit. I don't know what they eat, but they eat something pretty major, because they are it's fantastic. People pay a lot of money for that, and they have it naturally. In the States, it's generally everyday, white, black, beige. That sells like hotcakes. So you just have to learn your market. You really do, because it's different for every territory. I already have meetings signed up with Nordstrom's again, and with Germany. I might do a collaboration within Germany. And then, do a bigger launch, go with a major, hopefully, in Scandinavia. I'm ready for it now, and I've studied the markets. The advice I would give for people that want to start a business overseas is study your market. It's very different from probably the territory you live in. I would recommend to get a point person there, hire somebody there to facilitate whatever business you're doing. You need a ground person for sure. But more than anything, don't jump into it. Study it. Study your comps, study your comparisons, study the other competitors within your whatever you're doing. Study the price point. What's the currency doing? Really understand that market. Really understand it, because it's a big move, and it's quite time consuming. And if you're not clued up, you just might fail before you get started. So educate yourself.